Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride.
Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pocket starts to collapse. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's got it again. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in, maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
To the air, it's Sellers. Looking left. It's complete. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. At the 45 on its way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 16, Texas 0.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Let's go. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Here comes the two-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion. They're down just 8. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorn! They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Wants to go up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws to the back. This time he's got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Makes his connection.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to the air one more time. A little screen to the running back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Going for the big play. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get in a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Wilson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Catch in the middle. It's Contreras. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. The snap sets up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
That makes the score. Clemson 23, Texas 14.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return.
Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Contreras. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Texas.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit and apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He fires a bullet to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw it again. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Quick completion on the out. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They want to run this quarterback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
To the air, it's Sellers. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas, 14. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Second down.
Now on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And it's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Contreras. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Steps away to find some room. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Fires on the move. Got him downfield. The expressway is wide open. That's what you want from your senior leaders. Make a play, run after the catch, and he gets it done there.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
With the score, Clemson 29, Texas 14.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The play action fake. throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And the pummeling has started.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Texas offense. Quarterback checking off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on...